Hello, it's David again. In 2007, I wrote this book. How do you answer these 749 questions about your small business? Not only did I write the book, but I published the book, and I wrote it by publishing it. I printed it. I got it printed and created this special binding, which is what I wanted to do, but it created some challenges down the road. But at any rate, from the time that I started, a friend of mine said, "David, go home and write a book." I literally left that coffee conversation and went home and started writing my book. 100 days later, um, I was holding up a printed copy of the book. It was uh, the most fascinating 100 continuous days in my life. I'm trying to figure out. It's taken me some longer than that to recover from some surgeries I had. But anyways, it was a wonderful experience, and uh, I've been making reference to the book uh, a lot. I did a lot in 2020 and beginning of 2021 because I am speaking with uh, a lot of folks who are writing books, and so um, uh, we talk about experiences. Now, some people do it kind of for a living, and they keep on every year or 2 years. They come out with a new book, uh, at least one, and that's what they do. Since writing a book is not what I do. Um, I've enjoyed my approach. Well, I started writing. It kind of segues into a discussion of about 2 years ago. Uh, my best friend, while attending one of my many exercise classes that she attended, and she's heard all of my stories, no, most of my stories. She said, "David, you need to go home and write a book." And here we go home again and write a book. And and I said, "Janet, I don't want to really write a book. It will take too much time. Not that I don't. Well, if I devoted time to it, I would. But I would rather do something that moves faster than writing a book. And to me, that's doing a video." Uh, in the next 30 seconds, well, I decided to do this video 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. Uh, and so that's how video works. It's a very fast moving. So I began writing. I did go home and I picked a title, and I called it My Legacy Story. I created a website, mylegacystory.site. I did all those things, but my legacy story, since I started writing it, or doing it, producing it, living it, feeling it 2 years ago, it's evolved into many many different things, and that's okay. That's my legacy story. That's what it's all about, and so in creating our expert page, I have 50 years of experiences, and I'm looking for a question here that I just opened the book and I saw it. Uh, well, I remember the question, um, and I had to laugh at it because remember I told you I wrote this book in 2007, and this particular the way I wrote the book, I created white space so that anybody getting the book could take notes, do their own answer, call my accountant, call my attorney, call David, whatever it might be. That's how I intended to write the book. And the biggest criticism I got about the book was that I didn't write the answers to the 749 questions. That would have taken me a full year if I had written the answers to all those. Obviously, I knew the answers because I created the questions. But the point I'm trying to make is the questions have changed dramatically. The nature of the question. I just looked at a question that said, have you ever thought, or how do you think about using the internet for your small business? That was a question and it was a good question that I asked just a short 14 years ago. And so as we've evolved and things happen so very quickly, um, it's essential that you understand how to use the internet. And I have created a very, very simple way to get your message out very, very efficiently. And it's one person. I do it myself. One person can do it. Uh, and I call it a web landing page. And on that page, while you are looking at a web landing page, in this particular page, you can see that there are two videos. That's where I decided to have two videos. And so one's kind of an introductory, and one I will change the video that you are watching right now. That screen will change frequently because I will be taking one of these questions, one of this 749, if it is still pertinent, and then share why it still is pertinent and the things you might be thinking about as you are um, developing this strategy, your marketing and sales strategy. Not too many folks think in terms of marketing sales together. They separate the two functions. And for the last 50 years, I have dealt with them as one entity, that they tie together, they work together, and um, they are accountable to each other, not just one accountable to the other. They are accountable to each other. So that's why I have combined the two over the years in all of my thinking. Thank you for your time today, and come back soon if you want to see if I've changed to another questions. If you have a question or a comment or an idea that you would like to share, there's a form at the bottom of the page, bottom of this web landing page. Very simple form. Fill it out. When you submit it, that form comes directly to me. I'm the only one that reads any of the submissions from all the sites that are going out there. There are a lot. And so if it's, well, in this case, the question will be directed towards me. When I work with other folks, it might be to the other individual. That's okay. 3 minutes after I open it, it will be forwarded to them so that they can see it and read it and respond to it as they quickly do. Actually, all of my experts quickly respond to things. Well, we believe it. Keep it going. You've got some momentum. Don't destroy the momentum. That's how things happen. So thank you for your time, and we'll see you soon.